I bulked up over the summer. Something about getting away from junkies and drunks that makes you pack on the pounds, I guess. When you actually go and get groceries and you eat, I guess you get a little chunky. The weight needs to come down. It's an issue. But I'm up 10 from an all-time low. So I guess that's the cope. You go with that cope, and then you start gaining more weight. So today's Boxing Day. We'll drop a few. We'll eat better. Probably not good to have a turkey and cheese sandwich for breakfast, but I did. It's better than going to like McDonald's and shit. And really, that's the issue. The issue with me and getting sloppy titted are, going and grabbing the McDonald's or the Popeyes or the Slim Chickens. Or a stop to Quick Trip or somewhere like that. It's dude, it gets so bad. I lie to SP about what I'm doing when I get off the phone when I'm driving. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just going in to grab a vitamin water. Fucking that plus a goddamn chicken tenders and fries later. Son of a bitch. It really, just knock it off. Is what I'm trying to say. Just knock it off. It's at the point now, like where I went to the gym yesterday, and I was like tired the rest of the day. I took a long nap. I woke up still tired. Did the show, exhausted. But I was watching that damn Vince McMahon documentary, and I couldn't get to sleep. It's me. It's me by myself. I was talking to someone yesterday after the evening show, and they said, you know what I like about the solo shows in the morning and in the evening. They said the chat is your co-host. The audience is your co-host. And the audience is funny. The audience is very good, and the audience adds a little pepper to what you're doing. So, welcome to our show together. Should we do more of these? I don't know. I like flexing that muscle. I like stretching those joints and whatever, doing a solo show by myself, just getting my train of thought out there. Tell you this, sometimes Matt comes up with wild shit, and you're like, how do you even respond to that? Like, Matt is central Minnesota sensibility at its finest. Like, Matt is just pound the table and yell racist shit. And it's like, but not like yell racist shit in my way, which is cute and fun, and a little smirk and right? Matt says hardcore racist shit, and then you tell him, Matt, then racist. He'll go, what? What are you talking about? He'll get really mad. I don't know. I don't have the ability to get mad at that kind of stuff anymore. It's kind of refreshing. Like when I see Matt do it, I kind of go, oh man, I don't really do that anymore. I don't get mad about that sort of thing. That's just, I kind of take that as all kind of lumped in with the package that is America at this point. At any rate, we got a great show today. I'm very excited about it. We got gossip. We got gossip. And honestly, like if you don't like gossip, off. Like I mean, not like off like leave, but like why not? Again, I never got a good answer for that yesterday. Why don't you like gossip? It's fun. You don't like, everybody loves gossip at work, on TV, in movies. Why don't you like gossip? It's better than just, here's a news story, here's a clip, blah, blah, blah. Don't you want me to reach into my bag of tricks and exercise all of my muscles and work all of my skills and talents? I'm a really funny guy. Don't you want me to talk shit about people? I feel very used when people go, I just come here to hear you talk about the news, bro. Makes me feel used. It makes me feel like I'm less of a performer and more of a conduit, a pipe, if you will, that you just run through and play Twister with. Keno Casino vernacular is gayer than gay porn. It's the internet. You guys think everything is gayer than gay porn. Someone says address Melton sniping you. Oh, shit, probably shouldn't say kids. I don't want him to have to broadcast with all the blood flowing down to his dick. I can't do that. Is he still seething about the kid stuff? I mean, it's not my fault if you would stop saying perverted shit about kids and seeming weird and then doubling down every time someone calls you out. You wouldn't be in this position. Everybody on the internet wouldn't think you're a creepy weirdo and not want anything to do with you. That ain't my fault. And that ain't Bob Schnelker's fault. I love this idea that he's like, Aaron's got this thing going. I had other people tell me about it. You're the creep. Take some responsibility. Therapist would have a field day with a guy like that. Let's get in to some of the drama. Let's get into some of the goss. This is kind of fun. We talked about it a little bit last night with Matt. Gino got banned from YouTube for 2 weeks. Gino's out for 2 weeks. He's doing shows on Rumble. And apparently what happened was old Gino couldn't keep his... This is an old school way to get banned from YouTube. You remember these days? He got banned for medical misinformation. Now look, there but for the grace of God go I. I've been banned for medical misinformation. I've served a 1-week suspension for it. We went to Rumble, broke some records there. We're in the top 10 every day. It was nice. It was fun. Do it every Friday. But it sucks when you have to. Medical misinformation was like back in 2022, I think we got suspended for that. And it was like when they were doing the hidden camera videos, talking to the Pfizer executives and all that shit. And YouTube was really sensitive about anything vaccine related. Gino suspended. And by the way, if Gino's listening right now, call in if I get any of this wrong. If you're going out there and you're talking about all the shit that gets you suspended from YouTube about COVID, it's really a useless exercise because you're not going to turn anybody and everybody already knows. I mean, wasn't Gino just the other day talking about how more people need to become members and more people need to give him money because, and by the way, I've never tried this grift before. I should give it a shot. If you don't give him money, you will get poorer. You know, or I'm sure, Gino, not Johnny. I said, I'm sure Gino's, been picking things up within hot water. And, after it left Compound, I'm sure a lot of his fans went and started watching him on YouTube. And I know how much a YouTube suspension can kill momentum. Somebody wrote in and said, Aaron, go check the numbers for In Hot Water. It's really, really bad. And I was like, well, it can't be. I know Gino's got a channel that's considerably smaller than ours, but it can't be that bad. Like we do about 4K on YouTube, 35K on 3,500 on Rumble for our morning show. We do about 7,500. If you want to count Facebook, I don't know if those numbers, that's about another 1,000. So anywhere from 7,000 to 8,000 views on each morning show we do. Not a huge number by any means. So I go and check on YouTube, and apparently the In Hot Water episodes are doing less than 1,000 views. Not like our show and like 1,000 viewers at a time. I mean 1,000 views total. I'm like, oh. But he's got a football show that does like 1.5 to 2,000. I mean, well, maybe he becomes a football talk channel. Who knows? Maybe he's the next Brandon Perna. So, I don't know, man. That sucks. That's bleak. That's terrible. But then again, I know Gino. Gino can't help himself. Gino's going to want to yell about COVID. And then he was talking about weather control devices. So he goes to Rumble. And then that got me thinking. I was like, well, Keanu went for the steel toe grift. And like I dragged Melton out of obscurity. He's my boy. I thought maybe I dragged Keanu out of obscurity. Maybe I helped her become a thing. Nope. I checked on her yesterday. Less than 1,000 views on all of her Kiki stuff. Even less for that the nightlife thing that she tries to do. And I'm just like, wait, that actually pissed me off. The Gino one, I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate. That's sad. But like Keanu like changed her whole personality. Keanu like became this caricature of herself to try to talk about steel toe all the time. With her horse shit and her false nonsense. And I'm like, well, she's got to be doing well with that. Steel toe's hot right now. Steel toe's like the biggest thing. She's not even getting 1,000 views on the shows she does. And that one actually pisses me off. The Gino one doesn't piss me off. The Keanu one pisses me off because she's my brand now. I'm supposed to be the guy that's popular to watch and monitor and observe and like, oh, I don't know how to do a show. I'll watch Aaron do one. Like Patrick's been learning how to do. And he can get a couple of numbers out of it. She can't get numbers out of me. Do you know what that does to my reputation? It's hurting me. I need her to do well and prove that steel toe's a hot thing to talk about. She can't even do that right. Plus, the problem is she went to war with those Clippers, and I think that really threw her over. Her going to war with those Clippers really threw her over because now they don't clip her shit, and you want people to clip your shit. It keeps you in the algorithm. Stalin 19 does thousands of views when he clips me. Alyssa does thousands of views when she clips me. Will Heron does thousands of views when he clips me. I want them to keep clipping me. That's people clicking on shit that says steel toe. And if you're a clipper, just put steel toe in your title. You and I are great. Because clicking on steel toe. Guess who's going to show up? Our show in the algorithm. So she went to war with them because Chrissy and Frank told her it was a good idea. And then now it's just completely swamped her because now they don't cover her. And when they do cover her, it's to mock and ridicule. And, you know, Will Heron does videos about what a stupid bitch she is or whatever. So she fucked herself. And now here's the irony. All those Clipper channels now have more subscribers and more views than she does. She actually, this is an amazing thing. Instead of the Clippers making her, she made the Clippers. I've never seen it before. Now, good news is they have a wedding coming up. I hope their wedding destination didn't get destroyed by the hurricane. That wouldn't eat balls. But they got a wedding coming up. They're going to be married. They can put all this stuff behind them. Gino can start an OnlyFans. Everything will be good.